Okay, so this is our Monday night Zoom. We should know my dog's probably going to start howling and barking yet again because I'm live. And it seems to be like a little baby that every time you're doing something, he's got to have your attention. But no, okay, so we have all kinds of awesome stuff. Like, who knew December was going to be so crazy already? And we have a couple ladies that are going to talk about some of these areas tonight. You guys, we are still getting familiarized with all of the rules with the December bomb. So customers that signed up last month that have their $25, they're good till the end of December. Then customers that sign up this month now, they're going to get the 25 USD. And that's new customers. And I think they actually have till January, is it 1st or 31st? And that's awesome, again, because you guys, we saw people go to the top of that leaderboard last month with these 25 credits. So I want you to really listen to people's budgets this month. Normally I am hardcore, go for the, full experience always first. But work with people's budgets this month, guys, because that's where your referrals are going to be led to, getting people what they want. So listening to them, what that is, and you will be blown away. We're getting a lot of questions about the double QV for the 200 pack, the 400 pack, and the 800 packs. How incredible is it that everybody is getting codes? I know, I tested it. I tried it out myself, and I got the codes. So if I got the codes, everybody else is going to get the codes. So you're going to get codes with that. I think it was 10 of each. I don't know. You guys, I am so far from green. It's not funny unless you're talking about the money aspect. But the credits, it's 5 for the 200 pack. It's 5. It's 15. Okay. I'm done looking at you, Brittany. 25. I don't know. But anyways, you get a bunch of codes with it, right? And I'll be honest with you, I didn't get through all of the codes the last time whenever they first came out. So I'm totally happy with the ones that I got. But that's for everybody. And that volume doubled. So I got 800 in volume right away. You guys, I cannot even express to you how much pre-selling upgrades is going to be your friend this month. If you do not have money and everybody on your team doesn't have money and nobody has any money, you better be getting those happy packs out the door. And you're sitting there and you're saying, I don't have any money to order happy packs, Amanda. Then you commit to reaching out and finding enough people to be able to get yourself an upgrade. Even if it's the $200 upgrade, you guys, that is literally, it's 6 3-day experiences. 6 3-day experiences, or 3 6-day experiences? Am I doing the math right? I'm probably doing the math a little bit wrong. But anyways, you get my point, okay? So if you sold, I don't know, whatever, you could sell 4 10-day experiences or something crazy. I don't know, whatever you wanted to do. But my whole point is that the sooner that you get the ball rolling and you start thinking the mindset, okay, on Friday, I'm going to place an order for an upgrade. You're going to double your volume. You're going to hit ranks way faster this month. Granted, you're still going to get the same fast start bonuses on those upgrade orders, but they're going to add your volume really, really quickly. So a 200 kit becomes a 400 kit. A 400 kit becomes an 800 kit. An 800 kit becomes a 1600 kit. You get the point, right? So that could be, I mean, you could get 5 400 kits this month, and that's $4K. If 5 people on your team got a $400 upgrade this month, you would be $4K. Let's put that into perspective there, because that would be 800 in volume times 5. That's $4K. You guys, you could work as a team and pre-sell, right? Work as a team and pre-sell. Everybody could be $4K. Every single person on here right now, if you could sell 4 or 5 400 upgrades, that is a $4K by the end of the month. You guys make some magic happen, right? When you think outside the box, when I say it like that, doesn't it sound doable? By the end of the month, it sounds absolutely doable. So if 15 people, or I'm sorry, yeah, if 15 people on your team, so say you have a few people work, or 15 upgrade kits this month, and you're 12K. 45, 50, something like that, and you're almost 40K. You guys, it adds up so quick. I told you my dog was going to need to be let out. Go. And then we also have the VIP 1600 Turbo, and that is for people that are currently in their VIP period. So I know there was a little bit of confusion with that one, and I just want you guys to know that I know that some of you are like, oh man, I wish it was for everybody. Got to give the company a little slack. They're kind of giving us like tons of bones here to work with and ways that we can bring people in and help them get their VIP bonuses. And no matter what you know or you don't know, it doesn't matter what you've been doing. It matters what the people that you bring in this month decide to do. The momentum always starts with brand new people. Always. It's just how it goes. You know, you're excited, you're announcing people, you're welcoming people to your team. You can help promoters get started. A lot of people are tight on money this month, guys. They can get started and they can start selling. If they went and they sold 4 balances, they would be qualified and active. And those people that they sold those 4 balances, they also hit 3 of the 4 customers that they needed for their VIP 1600. And with double QV with the upgrade kits, you need half of the amount of orders that you needed before. Like, that's mind-blowingly how quickly somebody could go VIP 800. Think about it. 25 back for every customer. You could sign 4 customers up with balance. I mean, I'm not telling you to do that, but I'm saying you could do that. And then you turn around and you sign 4 200 kits, you're 1,600. That's like crazy town. Okay, I'm walking downstairs, but I'm gonna let Sarah hop on, and she has her little baby, and I'll keep on talking otherwise. I'm gonna let Sarah hop on real quick. Guys, I'm like in the dark now. I'm coming down to the dungeon. Sarah, where are you at?
Hi, I'm here.
Oh, okay, good. I'm gonna mute myself. I'm so sorry.
Okay. No, you're good. I have to, I have a teething 10-month-old. So this is my teething 10-month-old look, but I'm really excited. I am going to share just a couple of things that I'm doing this December to really kind of keep things going. Everyone, it's always been said, and this was my 5th year in network marketing, and it's always December is just really slow. But you guys, that is a mindset, and I'm sorry that is the biggest honk of bull I've ever heard. If people say it's slow, it's just a slow month. It is what you make it. Even if you're not signing customer after customer after customer, this is a season for planting seeds, and those people who can't afford the $150 experience today, they can afford the $40 bottle of balance, and that gets their foot in the door. So like Amanda said, work with their budgets, do anything that they can get their hands on one of these products, because literally every single product that we have is amazing. So that is just huge. Whoa, sorry, I just saw myself. But any of these products is great. So I've even gotten Rest in the hands of someone, and they tried Rest and they were like, wow, this is amazing. If this works this well, whatever it is that you've been talking about has to work as well too. So anything that you can get in their hands is going to be a big deal. Utilizing those $25 credits again is going to be just huge, especially for those who ordered last month with the $25 credits. They can refer their friends, their mom, their mother-in-law, their whoever. They can get that $25 in credits that goes towards their referral, and it goes towards your volume. So be utilizing those credits again for the people who signed up last month. And then also reach out to your customers who may not have ordered in a while and just say, hey, we've got this awesome deal going on. Every new customer gets 25 in credits. Let's go ahead and get you some referrals so we can get you thriving for free again next month. So just be thinking of different ways that you can get these products in the hands of other people, which is referrals are the golden ticket here, because all you have to do is tell one of your customers, hey, I know you love this product. Let's get it for you for free next month. I don't know about you, but anytime anybody tells me I can get something for free, I'm like, what do I have to do? I want to get that for free. So especially something like $150, that's, you know, heck yeah, if you can't get $150 for free, why not? So those referrals plus the credits are going to be huge this month for you. Another thing I'm doing, I talked about it in a live a couple of weeks, sometime last week, I think, but I'm basically utilizing Christmas shopping for myself, but also for the people out there, because we all know how hectic Christmas time is. We all know how crazy the stores can be. We all know, the checkers are getting tired. The retail stores, they're exhausted. Their shifts are a lot longer. They're having to work a lot more because it's just a busy time of year. So what I'm doing, especially like if I'm in a really long line at the store, I'm talking to the people around me. I'm kind of looking at what they have in their cart. I'm being a nosy Rosie. And I'm like, oh, they have some kids' toys in their cart. And I'm like, oh, how many kids do you have? I'm striking up a conversation with them to kind of, build a really quick relationship with them. And people, people are going to respond to you if you're being kind, if you're have a smile on your face, if you're kind of making light of the hectic situation that they're all in. Everybody kind of wants a break at that point, right? So I just kind of make a conversation. I don't mention what I'm doing, like I don't mention Lavelle. I don't mention anything like that. Sometimes the conversation will steer towards that, and they're like, man, I'm just really tired. I'm like, you know what? I know what that feels like, because 2 Christmases ago, I was exhausted, but I'm not anymore because I got my little energy sticker right here. And they're like, okay, well, what is that? It's that easy. So, but sometimes it doesn't go that way. And sometimes we're just talking. And so I will say to them, you know what? I really enjoyed getting to know you in this 5-minute conversation we've had. I'd love to add you on Facebook so I can kind of keep up with you. I'd love to see your kids at Christmas or whatever. And 9 times out of 10, they say, cool, okay. And so I say, you know what, go ahead and find me on your phone. So they'll get out their Facebook app and I'll search myself, or they can search for me, and then they send me a friend request. So that way, all I have to do is go back in and accept their friend request. So that's something like that for me was huge. Like, I didn't go Black Friday shopping because I don't deal with Black Friday for shopping, but I went to the grocery store that following Monday, and the lines were ridiculously long, and I just utilized that time, and I got 3 friend requests just in that line. So I requested the person I was talking to, the cashier, and then the lady that was in front of me. So it's just that easy. So that's something that's been really, really helpful for me. And I don't know if all of y'all have seen, but Lisa Fuller has a huge contest going in her Dream Team page. There's so many so many pushes going right now that if you're not plugged into one of those, get plugged in. If you don't know what to do during the month of December, get plugged into one of those groups, because those groups are going to be like giving you little bitty tasks to do every day. So get on those, utilize those, learn from those people, especially if you're new, if you've kind of just gotten into this, if it's your first time you've ever done something like this, your first Christmas season, you're not sure how to juggle the family stuff and the work stuff and how to stay on track. Get into one of those groups, because those are going to be absolutely huge for helping you stay on task. For me, I've been doing this a while, so I know what I should be doing at Christmas time, but I let distractions get to me all the time too. So I've made sure that I plug into that group, and I am just absolutely running with anything Lisa tells us to do that day. I'm like, okay, I got that, or whatever. So if you're not in one of those, find one, get with your upline, and get into that sort of push group or that challenge or whatever you want to call it. That is absolutely really big. I also want to brag on one of my teammates. Her name's Kristen, and she is flipping phenomenal. But she posted on her Facebook within the last hour, you can still utilize the $25 credits for those who aren't really interested in thriving, because there are going to be people who, as much as we, put it out there, they just don't want to look at it yet. But she posted the Nourish, you guys, can be used with credits. You can order the Nourish with the credits. She put on there, did you know it only costs $15 to send a meal to da-da-da? She has this whole post. Those new customers can use those $25 credits towards the Nourish. Doesn't cost them anything in shipping, and they can get that a thing of Nourish to someone for $15. So they can give back to someone for $15 this Christmas. So that to me was like, that's amazing. I just saw it right before we started the Zoom. So I thought, oh my gosh, I need to share that. So even using something like that, putting that out there, because I mean, who doesn't like to give back during Christmas time? So that's just something I had to brag on her really quick, because I thought she's a phenomenal person. So I had to brag on her for a second. But I think that's all I have, Amanda. Unless you have.
I'm so glad that you said that. And Kristen always comes up with the craftiest ways of doing her minis. And, I know she's been trying to get into a nice little groove going on because she started a new job. And I'm excited that to see her really coming in with fire this month. So
I am too. She really does. This girl, she can pre-sell this summer. Up until the last month or so where she was having a hard time personally, she was pre-selling two $400 kits a month.
Mm-hmm.
Pre-selling.
And you guys, she's done a video on Level Up, and I think on Pacesetters too, about how she accomplished that. So it's something the more that you can learn from people that are doing it in the action, like, I promise you guys, it is going to pay off forever for you, because I didn't pre-sell when I came in. And because I didn't, at first, I was like really struggling with how to teach other people how to do it. But then I just started looking outside the box, and I actively helped people pre-sell, and what to do. And it's not a matter of even using the word pre-sell, but really reserve, and just getting those orders in. And before you know it, magic can happen. So when Kristen comes out and she puts it all out there and explains it and breaks it down, and I promise you guys, anything that you need in this business can be duplicated and done, as long as you're following the right people that are doing it. And I'm excited to see how many Nourish orders come in this month, to be honest with you, because I think if we start that now, can you imagine how many we could bring in as a team by the end of December? That would be huge. That would be really huge. Sarah, thank you so much for giving all your tips, because I think sometimes we think we're in this social media land, and the only place that we're going to meet new people is on social media. But it's just simply not true. I've signed customers throughout the years, promoters throughout the years, from people that I met when I was out and doing stuff, or just people that I talk to every day, but maybe they're not super active on social media, So anyhow, let's see. Who else do we have here tonight? Jan. Girl, you've got some awesome tips. Come on. Okay. You were like, I know, I've got to share more. And you do. You have so much good stuff to say. And I think a good thing to come in with is mindset, because I know that's something that you are super passionate about. And Talissa can talk about the bonus, like the different crazy stuff going on here in a second. But I'm going to shut up, and I'm just going to let you roll with it, girl.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Listen, you're, oh gosh, you guys are for it.
Yes, definitely. Mindset is everything. That's the way I see it because I always go in with a very positive mindset. For me, positivity is key in what I put out to the world, right? And also, what I learned from one of, my girlfriends all laughed at me when I did this, but I went to, what do you call it? The life coaches. I hired a life coach. It's not that I totally needed it or anything, but I just wanted to really excel in the business with what I'm doing now. So what she kind of taught me, and at first I was like, what is she talking about? She's like, what are you giving? What are you being generous about? I'm like, what are you talking about generous? I am a generous person because I am. And I'm like, I'm so giving, I'm so kind, I give to everyone and I'm generous and I truly want. And then she's like, no, but you don't understand what I'm saying. Like, don't take it in a bad way. I know you're generous, but what are you truly generous about? What do you want to give? And when I finally clicked in and clued that in, I think that's when, well, my business started turning around when Ron started coming in and running. But when I truly started having a passion for my business is when I truly figured out why I was in it and what I was giving. For me, it was to basically, my passion was to help others, not just my teammates, not just the people under me. It was everyone around me. And that's what I was giving was to basically lift people up. And that was when I truly started loving my business and running with it because I was passionate about it and I wanted to help everyone. So anyways, but mindset, yeah. So going into December, there's a lot of people saying, oh, well, it's slow. I don't know what to do. And my customers are all falling off. No one's reordering. What are you doing? What can you do? Honestly, we're all in the same boat. I don't understand why people get so upset about it. We're all struggling at times. It's hard to sign up new promoters. It's hard to sign up new customers. But yes, like you guys always say, plant those seeds. Every day be consistent. And sometimes people say they don't have time, but you know what? I wake up at 4:30 in the morning every day. People think I'm nuts, but that's my holy hour. When you have kids and when I have a family, like right now, it's hard. I had to quickly feed them and then come on. Um, my family is my first priority. And for my husband, he doesn't like me being on my phone 24/7. I am a stay-at-home mom now, but I still wake up at 4:30 in the morning because that's my 2 or 3 hours that I can literally wake up and do my routine. I do my journaling, like 2 minutes, right? And then I do my first post. And then I will check on say good morning to the team because they're in Toronto, so they're 3 hours ahead of us. So I check in with them, say hi to them every morning, and then just continue doing my work, right? And that's when I work. So I call it holy hour. That's my work time. But other than that, I just say just be consistent. And sometimes like I need something to follow too. That's why like I don't mind doing these too. If someone just kind of said, okay, Jan, you're doing this. This is what you're talking about. I can do it. But sometimes I need to be guided, right? So that's why when I say, you know what you can do is just basically follow what all the leaders are doing. They're giving us these papers every day saying, do this, do that, or even those bingos, right? Just do that. And if you can't still get any bites, there's nothing you can do about it, but you're planting those seeds. And eventually people do come along. Oh my God. Like I plant seeds every single day. I'm constantly but I always throw my twist into it. You know what I mean? I don't know if you've ever seen my post, but I'm very quirky and I do weird things, but that's just me. I try to be professional and I try to be all business-like, but then I throw some little stupid Janny comment in, but everyone thinks it's hilarious because that is me. I'm throwing my personal touch. But anyways, I constantly just plant seeds every single day. And you never know because all of a sudden, boom, out of the blue, my high school friend messages and it's like, okay, Jan, I'm ready to try it. You know what I mean? So you just never know. And they never liked or commented or did anything. So yes, definitely be consistent and just follow what you guys say. Add 10 friends. Did you add the 10 friends? Did you do all that? And honestly, if you've done everything that the leaders have told you to do and you're still not getting bites, that's okay. You're planting those seeds still. So don't get discouraged, right? And honestly, and some of the ones under us, they are getting discouraged. And I don't know why, because they all have full-time jobs. This isn't their livelihood. So the way I see it and how I've always seen it is this is my extra. You know what I mean? I know this is some people's livelihood, but most people, this is a side thing. So why are you getting stressed about it? If you can thrive for free, frig, I'm happy. And that's how I started out. I started out thriving for free and I was like, oh, this is great. And I loved advertising every day. So I just posted every day because it was fun for me. And then eventually I just kept on plugging away. I didn't get far and fast ahead like some of the girls on the team. Linda, my best friend, zoomed past above me, but I didn't compare. Like I wasn't there to compare or twin. Like we all started around the same time. Those girls are 200K, 80K, you know what I mean? But I still kind of basically did everything they did, but no, I just didn't get any bites. So I want to tell everyone too is don't get discouraged. Yes, you're planting those seeds, and yes, you don't have those promoters. Honestly, a lot of the girls on the team sidelines, everything, they don't have a lot of promoters and they don't know how to get it. But you know what? It's not easy. There is no answer to it. You know what I mean? If I didn't keep on plugging away like I did, I wouldn't have had Ron. I got Callie. Callie was my first promoter. That's why I always say I'm grateful for Callie. If it wasn't for Callie, I wouldn't have Ron. So that's why I always say appreciate everyone on your team too. Even they might not be running as hard as say one of the other girls, or they might not be as selling as much as some of them. But at least if they're still working and they're being consistent, you know. But anyway, so yeah, so that's why I'm so grateful for everyone. And if I would have given up and just compared myself to my friends that were running ahead of me, then I would have been gone a long time ago, and I wouldn't get my car bonus. And I'm happy with that. I'm getting a car bonus now. My checks are more than just $50 or $100, but I was happy with the 50 or 100 before. But now it's a lot more, and I'm happy, right? So I think, just keep on being consistent, and just continue. Just follow the steps that the leaders tell you, and eventually it will pay off. And like they always say, if you quit, that's when you will never get ahead, right? And I didn't quit. And I'm not going to quit. I'm going to keep on going. But other than that, I honestly don't know what to say. But it's just positivity is everything. You know what I mean? And I know I don't know, I'm getting all flustered talking about this right now. But it is. Positivity is everything.
Because this is your passion. This is what you're meant to do. Like, this is what your passion is when it comes to it. It's like you get hyped up. But, Jan, I can remember whenever everybody was promoting, and you just kept on plugging along, and you kept on tuning in, you kept on cheering everybody on, and then it was just like an explosion happened. And the thing is it was because you were magnetic, and people were being drawn to you, and the energy around you, people weren't getting as discouraged as quickly because you had such a good attitude, and you weren't a 200K being like, it's okay, guys. I didn't sign anybody either. It was, you were right there in that same place that they are or were. And,
Yeah.
and then your business changed, but I think something that you said so much though was, and here's the thing, guys, is I don't know it all. Nobody on here knows it all. We all are constantly learning. And I know that it can feel super overwhelming at times to see all these different things. And you're like, where do I start? Just start somewhere. Start with consistency. Start with writing down what your goals are and what it is that you want to achieve. Know that you didn't walk into your first job making your lifetime income that you wanted to make, right? Like, I mean, if I told you guys the hours that I spent working at McDonald's, for years and years, I worked there while I went to school full time and had I was going and working a part-time job elsewhere too. The years that I was in beauty school, that I was working a full-time job and just trying to make it and scrape by. The years that I was in nursing school and, we didn't have the money to pay for anything, and we lived in a one-bedroom garage apartment, just trying to get to here, just the years of working my way through and never giving up on me and continuing to pick back up. Like, that's where just being, the tenacity of sticking with something and committing to something. And it's not going to be what I say to do every day. It's not going to be what Talissa tells you, Jan tells you, Brittany posts, things, Stacy posts, different checklists and stuff. The reality of it is, guys, is that you just have to staying consistent with constantly building your network, constantly growing your mindset.
It is a mindset. You got to grow that, right?
Yeah. And I've seen it, and I know I'm going to tear this up when I say it, but you can't get to where you want to go to until you grow into that person that you need to be.
Yeah, that is.
And it is. It's so true. And, the person that I was 4 years ago, 2014, 4 years ago, almost 5 years ago, the person that I was back then, when I came in and I was ignorance on fire in this industry, and I was just hitting my momentum after almost a year in this business, I took off, and I feel like I'm in a twilight zone. What is that weird noise? Oh, I got it. Holly, it was you. Okay. So, but I just know that I wouldn't have found who I am if I wouldn't have gone through the ups, the downs, the really lows. I was talking the other day and I said, a lot of people don't know my journey of my story. That didn't know me prior to Lavelle. But I can tell you that I was in my first business and it was an incredible business. They had some changes in the comp, like in the customer program and stuff. And anyways, things started to go in a direction that I wasn't very favorable with. And it was affecting not only myself, my team, but company wide. And it was a really, really, it was a really awkward place, but at the same time, coincidentally, I was at my peak in the business. I was in the top 150 money earners. So I was being recognized for that. I was like on top of the world. I wasn't at the highest rank in the company, but I was still making more than some of those people at the highest rank in the company. And that's when my dad got sick. And I spent the next 6 months literally by his side and caring for him. And then he passed away. And the month that my dad passed away, I lost my rank for the first time ever. My check dropped to literally half. I had some falling out with some people on my team. For some reasons I'm not going to say, but it was during the time that my dad just died. Like he had just died. My income just dropped. And here I was, my dad had no life insurance or anything. I had a funeral to pay for, and picking up his life, cause I was an only child for him. So, I was it. So I was the person that had to pack up his world and, take care of his personal things. And that was hard. That was a really hard time in my life. And then my business kept on going in the wrong direction. And I had to go back to working full time as a nurse. And my husband took a job at Rent-A-Center. We're not afraid to go back to work, guys, and do what we have to do to provide for our families. And I was in a place where I thought, man, did my time pass? Is this it? Like, am I done? And I was ready to walk away from it all because my team wasn't checking in. Nobody was around. And I just knew that I didn't believe in what I was doing anymore. And I jumped up and down when I was introduced to Thrive, even though I was a hater. I was a hater. I wanted no interest in it, but I did want sleep. I did want energy. I did want mental clarity. And before I knew it, I was here and I just was running, and I don't remember coming up for air. I was working full time. My husband was working full time. Life was a shit show. And I didn't know who would join me. I didn't know who would come on this crazy journey with me. And we grew fast. But what happens when you grow and you grow really fast is that some people around you start questioning themselves because they didn't grow as fast, or they are comparing their chapter 1 to your chapter 20. Guys, I've gone through the ups and the downs and the failures, and people quitting, people joining other companies, people doing not so nice things to you. I've been through it all well enough to say that if you have to make your own choices every single day if you want to achieve your goal and your dreams. And I can tell you this company has proven to me time and time again that they have got our backs. Like, they are literally handing us double QV, leaderboards, 25 credits for all your customers all month, the ability for your new promoters to come in and earn literally, like, I don't even know what the total comes to. And this is not a time to be discouraged. This is a time to say, if I work my ass off in this free time when I'm just going to be watching Netflix or, playing games on your phone, if I want to make some extra money to pay that bill off from paying for these Christmas presents, then whatever happens after Christmas, great. But I just want to make some gas money, some money to pay my groceries, pay my electric, pay my water, whatever, guys. Like, the reality of it is whatever it is that you need to accomplish, decide and then just go after it and make it happen. You know, you don't need to be able to do it all. Just like Jan was saying, you know, you guys, planting seeds is so huge. And I'm here to tell you, as somebody that you guys see working every single day, as somebody that constantly every single day does something consistently on social media to build my network. You guys see me doing giveaways, you see me doing things. There's always a reason for that. It's to create new interest drawing into me all the time, right? And that's why I do Instagram. That's why I have, you know, my blog. That's why I do these different things. It's constantly to get these people coming in. With all that said, I worked every day last month. Do you want to know what my PPA was for the last 30 days? You ready? 0. I did not even sign one balance customer in the month of November. My PPA was 0. Did I not talk to people? Yep, I talked to people. I didn't close a single person. Do you know how frustrated I was? Because I'm like, 0? Really? Amanda, what are you doing? I'm doing all the stuff. I'm getting on the Zooms. I'm getting on the calls. I'm getting on the lives. Hell, I'm doing the lives sometimes. I'm staying consistent with posting. I'm staying plugged into my team. I'm helping my team, but I signed nobody. And when I go back, I'm like, was I really that consistent with my shares? Nope. Was I really that consistent with adding 5 friends every day? Probably not. Was I really that consistent with getting minis out that door? My intention was good. It just didn't happen because I didn't follow through. Did I really follow up with every single person that I could have? I didn't. So did I work my business every day? I did. Hard. And I went through some hard transitions last month. And I have to say that even though I signed not a single person, that my team was winning last month. And I was fighting with people till the end of the night, guys, for them to continue pushing. And for those of you guys that don't know, because maybe you were at your goal or you were just a little too far away for that last stretch pull, I pulled every single person that I saw within reach at 6 p.m. on the last night of the month into a chat with me. Every single person that was in there. And Julie, you didn't get put in it, I don't think. Or did you? Yeah, you did. No, you didn't. You didn't get put in it because you hit your rank right when it was happening. That's why. But we saw new 4Ks pop. We saw new 12Ks. We saw people re-hit their goals because everybody was fighting together. Didn't matter if you were going 4K. Didn't matter if you were re-ranking for 4K. Didn't matter if you were going 12K for the first time. You were re-ranking 40K, 80K, 200K. And I'm going to do it again this month, guys. So I just want you guys to know I'm going to fight for the last second for you too. Like if you're within $1,000 and we're at 6 p.m. on the last night of the month, you better believe I'm going to throw you in a chat and we're going to push like hell to get you there, right? Why? Because that's the only way it's going to happen is if you go for it and you decide every day that you're going to work towards it. You're going to have times that you're not giving it your all. You have to freaking get over it and then keep on moving. All right. Like let go of the crappy months or the crappy days or whatever and say, okay, well, today's a new day. It's a fresh start. I get to choose what I'm going to do today. And so right now I'm going to let Talissa break down all the different things that are going down because there are a lot of things. And I'm going to tell you guys this. In November, I said I was going to do a couple things for me personally, right? Well, I'm still doing that. but now I'm changing my shift of my focus because I realized all the things that I was trying to do for me overwhelmed me. They were just overwhelming. And I was like, this is too much. Like, so, I just want you to know, whenever Talissa tells you this rundown of all these crazy things that are going on, and awesome things that are going on, you can do anything, but you can't do everything. I've heard that saying for years, and it is a solid fact. Just do what you can when you can, and I promise you that you'll be able to keep putting one foot in front of the other. So Talissa, you want to break that down, girl, and how you're utilizing these different things happening?
Okay, so do you want me to go over the whole email and stuff that we got today? Go over that too?
I think I kind of covered that
I
email
think so.
at the beginning. I think we're good there. But like just the other stuff that's happening, and if I missed anything that you think of.
Okay, I thought so. Okay, you guys, so I want to start out by saying it's December. We're almost like, you guys, the year is over. But we have a lot going on this month. And if you don't like write it down and prioritize your family, your non-negotiables, your income producing activities, and then everything extra, you can feel overwhelmed and you can feel lost, and you're like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to do with myself right now. And then we got this amazing email that like Amanda touched on at the beginning, and then you're like, oh my God, my head is spinning. But it's a good spinning. But I want to start out by saying in December, you will see a lot of leaders do 12 days of Christmas. You will see a lot of our uplines like Amanda and Jamie and Lisa and Chaz and everyone doing all of these giveaways, okay? I even do them myself. But a lot of people don't realize is we want to give back because have a big heart, and we now have financially can give back because of Lavelle. But at the same time, number one, it's a tax write-off for us. But two, that's how we also build our network. That's how we grow our own business. So I know you guys are so excited and you want to be involved too, and you want to be involved in the giveaways because, I mean, heck, like Lisa's giving away what, a Louis Vuitton? Okay, we all want to be involved in that. But you are hurting yourself in the long run if you do this. So please realize that this is a business move as well. And when they make their posts and they do your videos, if you want to go back and watch because you want to do your own, that's awesome. Don't watch it live, because if you watch it live, it's going to throw that video in your newsfeed. And by not even them trying or wanting to, your network, but you're adding friends and you're interacting and you're working so hard for, they're going to be like, ooh, giveaway, and they're going to jump on that live. And then they're going to go friend Amanda, and then they're going to be like, oh my God, this girl's posting about what Brittany was posting about. And like, oh my gosh, what's going on? And then they're maybe not even realizing it, gonna message Amanda, and Amanda's not gonna know because this is her purpose.
This is like an inbred situation.
I'm going back and forth because I have Brittany right here and I have Amanda right here. So I'm just like, I'm like a visual person, okay? So I'm explaining it visually. So by not even trying to, she may message and sign them, and that's been somebody that you've been working on, that you've been advertising to, posting to, interacting with for this whole time. So you're shooting yourself in your foot and you're not even realizing it. And I talk about this a lot till I'm like blue in the face, and like I still see people share stuff. So just like, it's just in your best interest for you not to, because they're not if it happens, it's not intentional. Amanda doesn't mean to, Lisa doesn't mean to, heck, if it was me, I don't mean to. That's just what we do to grow our network. And here's what's amazing. This is a great way for you to grow your network, because people will share like crazy. And you're like, Talissa, I do not have the finances right now. I cannot, like, I'm thriving. I'm getting these happy packs out. I'm running my business. I'm running promos for my team. I don't have the money to run this. Like, this is awesome. You guys are growing your network and I'm happy for you, but I cannot do this, but I want to be there. Chastity and Marie put together the 12 days of Christmas. So let's talk about that, because this is where you have the opportunity nothing out of pocket on your end except for inviting people. Okay, she's funding this for $1,700 worth of prizes, you guys. Every day in this event page. If you are not in this event page, please get with your sponsor and get in this event page. Day 1 started today. Every day another leader is going to go live. We're going to explain a little bit of stuff, different topics every day, and at the end of the day, people have until 8 p.m. to comment and interact on the live to be entered into the giveaway. Okay?
I put it up today in Level Up. I did a live video this morning, I think it was.
Yeah.
And I put the link for the event page.
Perfect. You guys can go and add yourself. Go add yourself, but here's the thing. You have 10 invites. So this means you have to be intentional, and you can't go and spam and invite your whole Facebook. And the reason why is because you're ordering customers. You can say, hey, we're doing this. It can help you thrive for free. And you can invite 10 of your friends and family. They have to make a customer account with you. So if you have an ordering customer, they can invite 10. But send them their referral link, okay? And let them send their, here, to be entered, go make your free account, and I'll add you to this event page, okay? You get 10. I made a post earlier today about it. I have 85 hearts. I've had to skim through there, figure out who already with me has a customer account, who is already, and get my best potentials out of there. And I had to pick 10. I only get 10. You write them down and you message them every day. Hey girl, the live is going on at 2 o'clock today. Interact by 8 p.m. I'm so excited. These gifters are amazing. What did you think about yesterday's video? What are your thoughts? This is your way to interact with your potentials every single day. And it's about the giveaways, but also you're sliding it in there about what did you think about yesterday's videos? Do you have any questions about yesterday's video? You know what I mean? Do you have
So I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say, because I have to interrupt you for a second. I made a post today very similar to Talissa's post, and I got 2 promoters and then somebody that I think was also a promoter that commented. So I deleted the post. Okay. But here's the deal. I'm going to go look at Talissa's post, and then I'm going to shake it up a little bit and make my own. And I'm going to try it again tomorrow. Okay. Because I had such a horrible turnout today. So what I would suggest you guys is that if you put something up and it doesn't get a lot of hits, delete that baby. Delete that baby and repost it later. Okay. And ask yourself, I delete posts all the time. I put them up there and it's I'll be scrolling through my timeline and be like, that doesn't look very good. That's got to go. So I'll delete it because it doesn't have very much interaction, but I pay attention to who liked and commented. Okay, Talissa, sorry. I just had to say that because if you're putting stuff out there and you're not getting a lot of interaction on it, you have to ask yourself, did I go interact intentionally with people before I put posts up? Is it the time of day? Whatever it is. So go ahead. Sorry. I'm shutting up.
Yeah. No, for sure. So definitely, and go to mine. Just do not copy word for word. Like Amanda said, take it, shake it up, put a different graphic with it, and put it out there into the universe. And select the people that you do not have an already customer account with you. You want a strong potential. You want people new. This is something that's going to help you over the next 12 days that you guys don't even, all you have to do is your follow-up. If your follow-up is strong, you could sign all 10 of these people. Okay, and then if your customer, you're communicating, like say Brittany's my customer, I'm like, girl, we're gonna get you Thriving for free this month, and she's like, okay, Talissa, how are you gonna give me Thriving for free? Well, I have this amazing event. You can give 10 invites. We are giving away X amount of dollars of here's the prizes. Who do you know that needs this? Not only to feel better, but to also possibly earn these prizes. I want you to list them out for me. Have her list them out. Okay, I want you to send this message. Do not rely on your customer to know what the heck to send. Okay, you guys, you have to take charge. You have to type that message and you have to say copy and paste this. Send them their referral link. Have them do that because it is an extra step, but that's your income. That's potentials for you that you get to communicate with. Okay? Every day, hey, send this to your invites. Okay? So
And
that will
I always add those people as friends
yeah.
that create those free customer accounts, like as a referral. I always add them as a friend.
Yeah, because they're customers. And Sally may be like, oh my God, Talissa, my aunt, my sister, my mom, they are so excited. They want to know more about this. What do I do? I'd be like, girl, let's all get in a message together, because do you know how much money you can make in the next 2 weeks? And these are potentials right here. And you could possibly switch that customer into a potential promoter right then and there. So it could snowball, but just realize, get your 10 invites to this, be excited about it, be selective of who you pick. I wish I could just add all of my people on there. Like, you don't know how bad I did. But I'm also doing my own 12 days of giveaway. So I let them know, hey, da-da-da-da. Sorry, I just got a message. I got distracted. Anyways, it's about a customer. Use it. Okay, and Lisa is doing, let's do something else. So let's go back to talking about how Lisa's doing her giveaway on her page. Amanda's doing hers. I'm gonna do mine. All these leaders are doing theirs. Lisa is amazing, and I don't know if anything else has come. This is just the one I have seen. It's in the Dream Team. She does one for us promoters. Okay? She does ones for us promoters. So do not go to our public page and share it. Go to the Dream Team, and you have to complete a task. Every day you complete a task, and you can get entered into her giveaways. Okay? And that's one she does for us. So instead of interacting with her 12 Days of Christmas on public, go to the Dream Team. Go to the Dream Team. Okay, you guys?
I'm like, there's something going on everywhere. I feel like my head is going to spin sometimes, because I'm like, oh crap, I've got to draw for this, or I've got to do this, or I've got to get this taken care of. I try to stay on top of things, but even I didn't catch that Lisa was doing something, guys. Just so y'all know, we do communicate, but there's so many different things that so many people are doing right now. And I'm continuing the Christmas cash, and Mario's continuing the Christmas cash as well, for the next couple weeks. So we will let everybody know when that last drawings till they'll be, I think, till Christmas. I think we're doing I'm doing mine till Christmas. So that will be continued. So keep on rocking it. I have not had a chance to check today to see all the entries from this last week, but I do know there were definitely entries, so there will definitely be winners. I can tell you guys that we finished off the last night of the month super strong. Like, I was so proud of this team, and I know some people fell short from what their goals were at the end of the month, or maybe you just didn't have the best month or whatever. Like, I mean, I signed 0 people, so that should make you feel a little bit better if you signed at least one. And if not, maybe you made some good contacts, or maybe you had some personal growth. That doesn't matter about the customers that you signed or whatever. Maybe you develop some confidence in some areas, and that's going to make you a better leader and just a better person overall. And guys, at the end of the day, ultimately, like, Jan was saying earlier, this isn't everybody's livelihood. This is my livelihood. This is what this is what provides for my family. This is what allows my husband to be home, with our kids. And that might not be something that everybody wants. But when I lost my dad, it was something I definitely wanted. I wanted my girls to have that time. So, anyways, that's a touchy topic for me, big time. But as you can see, that's what my why is. That's why I push every day. Because I want my girls to have that time with like us, and us not to always be busy, because that's where our life was. So you have to decide what your goals are, and then you just follow through with it. And what I found, guys, is like, I'm not like the brandiest person ever. I'm the person who I like to give, and I like to be nice to people, and I like to make people believe in themselves. And that is my branding. So like, you don't have to be, a fancy pants or anything. You don't have to have some super awesome talents or anything. And trust me, Talissa will share with you too. A lot of you guys see her with these awesome makeup tutorials that she does or these lives or anything. Just a year ago, she was a beginner at that. And that just goes to show what happens when you decide that, you know what, I enjoy doing this. I'm going to take this to a whole nother level. And it has, in the end, brought her a whole new network of people and incredible friendships and ladies on her team now that get to be part of this journey. And for me, that's probably the most favorite part of outside of being able to do this and be able to be home with my kids and my dad or my husband is the fact that I get to meet all of you and I get to see you achieve those things and I get to see you grow and I get to see you guys be able to, begin your families or spend that time with your kids or, mark those dreams off your dream board. I have so many friends that are going to Disney World this month and I'm like, you're surrounding yourself with dreamers when you start seeing your timeline filled of people just checking things off of their dream boards all the time. And I don't know about you guys, but that's what keeps me going every single day. And I hope that you guys will all allow yourself the grace that it sometimes takes, you're going to fall backwards or you're not going to have the success as quickly as you want to, but embrace the things that you do love about it, the friendships, the people that you meet, the ability to overcome things that you were once struggling with. Maybe it's public speaking. Maybe it is just allowing people in and having those friendships. For me, I know it might come to a lot of surprise to a lot of people, but in my life, like outside of this, I have like 3 friends and like 3 friends that I know that I can rely on through and through. And I could call them and bail me out of jail type of friends. Right. And I don't allow a lot of people in like super close to me because I don't know. That's just how I am. I have my guard up. Right. I get along with everybody, but this is like something that I thoroughly enjoy. And I hope that if you fall in love with a little bit at a time, that you'll see that anything that you want to accomplish or check off your dream boards, you can too, So anyways, with that said, I feel inspired. I feel excited. I feel motivated. Talissa, you got any last minute things you'd like to add tonight?
Girl, all I got to say is y'all better run like your hair is on fire this month, because what Lavelle has given us with all of these December booms, and then all of these 12 days of Christmas events and everything else, you run like your hair is on fire. You are going to run into 2019 on fire, and that is our biggest time of the year. January, February, March, you're gonna go 200K.
Yeah, and Brittany last month she's on Lisa's team and she went 80K, guys, and she was number 1 on the leaderboard. Number 6 on the leaderboard was also on our team. She was the number 1 PPA from my team down, and she won $13,000 a one-time bonus, and she went 12K. And she went 12K, guys, and literally she was her own 12K by the end of the month. So she was her own 12K because her other promoters they were qualified and active, but they I think maybe the most one of them had was like 200 or 400 or something like that. But the rest of her volume, and she finished off the month, I think, at like 15,000 in volume or something. And it was literally she sent me a list. She was up 7:30 one day, and I was like, dude, you've signed like 20 customers in the last 24 hours. And she was just like, I've been drawing from my list all day. And she had all of her potentials, and she was just going down through messaging every single one of them and being relentless and just staying on top of it. You guys, if you go in with this focus right now, we are talking about, it is literally the 3rd of the month. If you don't think or believe that you can be at that number 1 spot on that leaderboard, you guys, balance, nourish, I mean, literally, women's capsules, get some jumper cables in people's hands, work with budgets, and stay focused, stay consistent every single day getting those free customer accounts. This is why Paul was making all those posts about getting those free customer accounts, because he literally knew that they were all going to get $25 loaded into them. He literally knew that it was going to be setting you up for incredible things, and all of those customers and people would get these emails that were coming out. So I love you guys. I'll promise I'll get this recording up. Thank you, Sarah and Jan and Talissa, for coming on tonight and sharing. And I hope everybody has an amazing evening. Let's kick some ass this month, okay? Bye, guys. Love ya.